What's going on, guys? This is Hugo. You're watching the Rock on the channel, and today, now you already know what I'm here to talk about, and I apologize that I was a little late on this topic. After I did those couple reviews, about The Last of Us and Jessica, I kind of want to lay back for a while, but this is starting to become a little bit out of hand, so I gotta get this out of my chest. As you guys can see, I just I just woke up, I just took a nap, so. I don't really got a lot of time because I got to go to work and all the other stuff. So I'm gonna try to make this brief as I can, but it's gonna be kind of hard because I do got a lot to talk about. So I hope you guys take take this as a consideration, and don't really make a big deal out of it. This is just how I feel, okay? And I think a lot of people will agree with me on this topic. So you know um about with this whole thing with Ellen Page, I just think this whole thing is just getting out of control, and I don't think Ellen deserves all this stuff, like all this hate mail and all this, like grief and stuff and all this stuff going on with her. Now, as for me, I understand that people were shocked about it, and I was one of those people that was shocked too. I was, and let me tell you how I found out about this. Now, after I've made my review about The Last of Us, whatever that I posted or whatever on YouTube and shared it on Facebook, it had like on the headlines on on the top right corner, on the news feed saying that Ellen Page has came out. Now, I first thought it was a fucking joke because I was like, because you know how when you be on Facebook, you see like posts and stuff of the four of children and stuff. That stuff is lies. That stuff is not true, So I just kept scrolling, but then I saw the views. I saw the views of it. It was over 200,000. So I was like, let me check this out. So I looked at it, and then it was a video of her telling everybody, like she was in a support group. She was telling everybody how it was hard for her to come out or whatever, and telling everybody, that she is gay and stuff. And now I was shocked. I was shocked because, after I played The Last of Us and I was a little shocked that Ellie was gay, now Ellen is gay. So, it's just a game, Last of Us is just a video game, but if you're in that deep or whatever with the characters, it will draw you to that. So, I've and I was shocked with when Ellen came out, but I've always kind of knew that Ellen was a little in that area. Now I don't have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with her being gay. You're gay, that's fine. I don't. I'm completely comfortable with that. But this is how I found out that she was gay, and it wasn't just the movies that she played in or whatever, but Ellen did have like a little bit of a tomboy figure going on with her, like the way she dressed, the way how she, her attitude or whatever. Hold on. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, like I've always known that because the way how she dressed and stuff, and it's not really hard to tell if a person is in that way. You can tell by the way how they walk, the way how they talk, the way how they dress, and the way how they present themselves. It's not that hard. But when I watched her movies and whatever, and played her game, Beyond Two Souls, if you watch her movie, she wears and compresses herself in that area, but she doesn't show that she love, like she likes other women. She doesn't present that. So it always made me, go to that resume route, as in, okay, she's straight, whatever. Maybe it's just stuff that she likes to wear. Maybe that's just how she is. So when she finally came out, I was shocked, and what killed me was that a lot of people was surprised, and a lot of people was like saying, "Oh my God, I might not like her like that anymore, or whatever." Look, it's not a big deal if you're. It's not a big deal. Like if she's, it's not a big deal just with her. It's with anybody. If that's how they is, that's just how they is. You can't change even if you can do that, that's just, you can't change the way how people are. You can't, I mean, and it's not just with Ellen, but it's with everybody in genre. If you straight, that's fine. If you bisexual, that's fine. If you're and that's why I feel sorry for Ellen, because she said that she was going to do it sooner, but she said the reason why she made a big deal out of it because everybody else made a big deal out of it. And it's not just her fans, it's not just, her friends or whatever, it was her family. And I can tell that Ellen had like a little bit of a background, bad history with her parents, so that can draw you to that situation too. And that can make you, hold back, to try to make you, try to hide the fact of who you really is. And it shouldn't be like that because, if that's how you is, you cannot try to hide that in front of people. And I can understand, if you're going through that route that, especially with your family, even if your family is like that, they still shouldn't be like that. That's your parents. They supposed to support who you is. They shouldn't put you down. And I've seen people that go through that, especially with homosexuality or whatever. They have a lot of beef with their moms or with their fathers, especially with the girls. The girls go through a lot of beef with their fathers. The guys go through a lot of beef with their mothers. So, and it can also happen. Homosexuality and gay can actually happen if you're raised by one parent. Like if you're a guy and if you was raised by a mother, homosexuality can happen. Because think about it, if you was a guy, I mean, if you was a boy growing up and your mom was only raising you, how can your mother tell you what type of girl you're supposed to like? That's what you need a father for. A father has to do that, And I know women that raise their children without their baby daddies. They said it's not a big deal, whatever, but they still need that father power in them. Same thing with the father side. They need their mothers to guide them in that type of stuff. So I think it takes two to raise a kid like that. So they can go to that that straight slate route. So that's how that stuff can happen. And that's how curiosity and that stuff occur. But even if they do turn that way, that doesn't mean that you should hate them for it. It's not their fault. And if that's what they like, that's what they like. And that's why I feel so sorry for Ellen because, all that stuff she went through and now she's afraid that, it might it might try to affect in her acting career. And it might do that. It will, because like I said, as all the movies and all of the stuff that she played as in a game or whatever, Beyond Two Souls, people are going to say, I don't know if she can play a straight role anymore because, since she's gay now, it's going to be kind of awkward as a gay person playing a straight role. Now, I've seen people that are straight that has played in gay roles, like Matt Damon, Heath Ledger. They played in gay roles, but they're doing just fine, but they are not gay. Period. They just done that, so they can react into the scenes. They have to do that. But Ellen Page, she's gay up to, she's gay. So she, I can see how people are going to be concerned with that, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. But that's what she's concerned too, is if people are going to see her like, they're worried that she's not going to pull that off. Now, I'm pretty sure she can pull it off, but she might lose some fans. I'm pretty sure she lost some or whatever. She didn't lose me, Ellen. I love you. I still love you. I'm still playing your game. I'm still trying to get 100% on it, but it's kind of hard because the trophies is pretty tough to get to. And I'm still watching your movies. Like I said, I have no problem with you being gay at all. Do you know how many friends I have that is gay? You know how many family members I have that is gay? I have no problem with that at all. In fact, I support gay people, and because I know, like, I can't understand because I'm not gay. I'm not gay myself, so I can't say I understand, the stuff that they're going through. But when, out of all gay people that I talk to, like, lesbians and bisexual women and gay men and bisexual men, they tell me that they have a lot to go through with their parents, especially one of my Italian friends. He went through a lot with his father, and when we first thought he was straight at the time, because when he was my friend since grade school, and we always grew up with each other, talking and stuff, trying to talk to different women and genre. Now, the last day of high school when we graduated, he finally came out and he told us that he was homosexual. Now I was shocked. I was shocked, and I was young, so we kind of made fun of him for a bit. But then 2 weeks after that, he called me up and he told me that he got kicked out of his house because his father was so pissed off. He told me that he was Catholic. Now, and and I guess that kind of like put him down with her. But I can understand you being a Catholic, but that's still not right. That is still wrong. Even if you are like a servant of God or whatever. I don't really know much about Catholics, but here, all right, look, you gotta picture yourself in this position. If you are a father of a child, and if he or she grows up or whatever to become homosexual or whatever, and if you're a Catholic or whatever, you have to put yourself to that position where who do you care more, God or your own blood? Now, if it was me, I will support that child, Catholic or not. That's your blood. You can't kick that kid out of the house. That's not right. I mean, yeah, yeah, the kid is gay or whatever, but it's not a big deal. It's not nothing's wrong with that. So just you gotta be the right parent. You gotta be there for that child because what's gonna happen if you kick that kid out of the house? That child, it depends on how the child was raised. He's gonna feel as if his parents don't love him, or it might lead a kid to suicide. If my parents don't love me, then how can anybody else can? It's not that hard for a child to think that way. It's not. So that's what I'm saying, like sometimes when children or whatever, anybody in genre is homosexual or whatever, and they are afraid to come out, they need like the first thing to come to is their parents about it, to see how they will feel about it. So that's what I'm saying, Ellen. If you I understand how you feel or whatever, and if you need help or whatever, if you need guidance, I'm always here. I will support you. I will help you out. I love you. You're one of the most goodest, like you're one of the best actresses I know. When your game was coming out, I recommended so many people to buy it. I recommended 3 people to buy your game because it looked so good. It was so detailed. And it's not just that. I've always liked it, I always liked your attitude and stuff. So I'm not offended. How do I feel you being gay? I'm not ashamed about it. I'm not, I was shocked, but I let it go. I was like, okay, when I first heard about it, I was like, wow, all right, that wasn't a big deal. I wasn't that surprised when I was with, Ellie being gay and Last of Us. So like I said, just do your thing, girl, and fuck all the other guys that's trying to put you down. So, and another thing I want to talk about is the is a whole, and I don't want people to attack me about this either. It's just the whole thing about people coming out of the closet, and it's not just with Ellen, it's with everybody. Everybody is coming out of the closet now, and it seems that way, especially with me, because like I said, I grew up with a lot of people that was like that, but they were straight at the time. But after you see somebody say, I'm coming out now, and then this person say, oh, I'm coming out now, I'm coming out, and then you think to yourself like, wow, like really, like what's going on, Like I said, it's not a big deal. So, and it's not just people in genre. There's a lot of actors now too that's coming out, like the guy that played as Magneto from X-Men, he's gay, and who else? Audrey Hepburn, she's bisexual. She actually has sex with Marilyn Monroe. If y'all guys didn't know about that, and like I said, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, but I'm starting to think that I'm starting to wonder: is there starting to be a lot of like more gay people than it is straight people now? I'm not putting down nobody. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just asking because when I go on Facebook, I see so many straight women turning bisexual. I see so many, and out of all the girls I've dated, I don't think there's one that was straight at all. And I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm gonna keep saying that I'm not trying to hurt nobody because I know people are gonna be offended, but I don't want to offend nobody. I didn't use no slurs. I didn't say I hate gay people. I said I support gay people. I do not hate people. I mean, gay people, whatever, because I got more friends or whatever. I support people like that. In fact, I treat that as a race, and I think that's how it should be. And some people say that it shouldn't have to be like that, but it should, because the way how people are being treated as being homosexual and getting put down by other people is just like a color, you know. Oh, I don't like him. Why? Because he's gay. That's not right. You shouldn't be. It shouldn't be like that. That's why I treat it as a race. If they're gay, that's how they are. That's what they is. You can't change that. It's like a stamina in the color. That's how it is. So that's how I am about it. And about that whole thing or whatever. Like, I want to know, like, you know if there is, like, if you're like me or whatever, and you're wondering, like, is there starting to be more bisexual and gay people than there is straight or whatever, let me know in the comment section below, and if you agree with me, because like I said, I'm not against it, but I feel like I'm not, how to put this, I feel like I'm not alone on this. I feel like that there are some people out there like me that is thinking, like, is there starting to be a lot more people coming out of closet now? Is there starting to be a lot of, you know more gay than straight? And it's not like like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it. It's not that I do not hate gay people. I don't. If it was a case, then I wouldn't support Ellen. If it was a case, that I wouldn't support my friend that got kicked out of the house. If that was the case, then I would not do none of that stuff. So, like I said, I just want to know if my thoughts is correct, if there's starting to be a lot of those people coming out now. In fact, it's not even a closet anymore. It's too big to be a closet, since everybody is hiding in it. It might as well just be a room or something, just like, I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call it. And I don't think I have to. I think somebody that's gay has to come up with another word as in come out of the closet, because I think, like I said, it's so many people coming out now. The closet is way too big to fit all those people in that room anymore. So I think that's what it. I think it should call. I think they should call it something else. But like I said, I've talked about this long or whatever. I'm gonna go back to sleep. And yeah, that's all I want to talk about. This is Hugo from Facebook. If y'all got any comments or whatever, something to say, leave if y'all got anything to say, leave a comment below so y'all guys can let me know. Okay? See ya.